I will. I mean, it's a little different for a church our size. I mean, we have members who have always been members who have disabilities, and most of them live independently. So it's physical disabilities or some cognitive delays that they have. And they're part of the men's ministry and the choir, and they're just fully included in everything we do. And there's just this family care sense, like these people are part of our family. And just like we care for each other, we care for them. And I come back to like Moses and Aaron, when we were talking about God calling Moses to speak, and Moses says, I can't speak, I'm slow of tongue. And then God provides Aaron, who's a helper. And so I feel like our churches are designed that way. If somebody has a weakness, somebody else has a strength. And so they come together, hopefully, so that everybody feels included. I think there are, like, I have a sister with Down syndrome who's 44, and she goes to the Sunday school class with my parents because there isn't a Sunday school class that she's comfortable in. And so there's lots of opportunities for growth in that area. There's lots of churches that have partnerships with group homes, independent living places, and they have a large group of adults with disabilities who come in, and they can create classes for them. The oldest specific class that we call it our teenage and young adult class. And so if they're beyond like that stage of needing a separate space, then they're in class with everybody else.
Our church just launched our adult class for the people who wanted a more, just a curriculum that was really more on their level. So what our adults do is they go and they do worship in the main sanctuary, and then they go to a classroom to kind of do Bible study that's on a little bit more of their level, where it's more discussion driven, and it's not a lecture from the pulpit for 30 minutes, right? And so, because most of them don't really like that. And so, and then we are very intentional about creating ways for our teenagers with disabilities and our adults to start serving and to start learning how to serve other people, because everybody is good at something. The Lord created everybody with a purpose. He wasn't surprised by any kind of diagnosis that came along that we were surprised by, right? And so he created every single person with a plan and a purpose. And so we have to get out of the way and stop making people, display their purpose in the way we want them to. We got to just help that person discover what that is. We got to discover what that is and find out what they're passionate about, and whatever they're passionate about gives them an opportunity to serve there. I had a conversation with one of our adults just a couple of weeks ago. We got our adult group together to come and help stuff Easter baskets, and they loved it. And during that time, she said, she has cerebral palsy, and she said, at my old church, I helped in the children's ministry. And I was like, oh, what did you do? And she said, I was the person who set out the crafts and I wiped down the tables. And I said, do you miss doing that? And she was like, yeah. And so you better believe the next day the church got an email from me saying, we need to have a meeting because she wants to serve in the children's ministry, And so it's just about finding ways that they can get involved and serve, because they want the same things that we want. They want to be able to feel needed, and, and they want to be able to give back to the kingdom with their gifts and talents too. So